Okay, so a little how-to when making this video. I usually start off with the intro, but this time I just need to start off with how-to. So if you didn't notice, this is not my main computer. This is in VMware. This is the Windows XP. It's playing on a virtual machine. So I had to play it on a virtual machine, but that wasn't enough. I had to download this SP update. Now, I had to go through a lot of loops, and if someone's desperate to do it, you can comment down in the settings and I can tell you exactly where to go. But I looked online, and there was a how-to folder, how to get this working, and I couldn't understand them, so he clicked me. There was a link to a YouTube video, which also didn't have the how-to because I wanted to visually see it, but he did do a description, and from the description I was able to figure out that I have to get this SP update, which goes through setup. You just click yes to everything. It'll reboot your Windows XP virtual machine, and after that's all set up, then you can play the game. You cannot play it before, and you also, using the machine, have to load in the disk. But now that we're finally ready, let's get into the video. Okay. Yep, no more touching it.
Greetings. I have some very important business that I need you to assist me with. My story is, I believe, quite unique. Long ago, I traveled to a far-off village where I was able to construct a most ingenious game with the help of my assistant, the mammoth. This became known as my first great work. Journeying on, we arrived on a remote island. Here, my second great work took shape, making use of the rather explosive materials to hand. However, events took a strange turn, and we found ourselves launched into space and locked into orbit around the moon. To relieve the tedium, I began instructing some astronauts on the moon in the construction of my third great work. However, we have now been up here quite long enough, and in the meantime, my great works in the village, on the island, and on the moon have all fallen into disrepair. I need a bright young scientist to rebuild my three great works using the blueprints.
Oh, that just went.
And inventor's journal contained within this bag. Of course, once you have released me from this rather inconvenient orbit, you can join me for my triumphant return to Earth. Before you start, please fill in your record card with your name and choose the level of difficulty that you want to play the quiz at. Click the OK button when you have finished filling in your card.
Okay, sorry, I jumped the gun a little bit. Alright, so we're going to start off with our name. And since it's been a while... Oh, I need to click on it. There we go. Then do it. And since it's been a while since I've done this, we're going to do it pretty easy.
Okay, you better begin by repairing the village game. Click on the blueprint in my inventor's bag when you're ready to start. Click on the loudspeaker for help on how to use the blueprint and component store.
Okay, here we go. We don't need the help. Alright, so we need these 6 components. And after we do that, we can play the game. So each component takes 3 quizzes, and there's a bonus one you can do if you want to get extra points. Levers reduce the amount of force needed to move things. Oh, nice. The handle of the faucet acts as a lever. Very good. Is it having the same issue? Send control. Yeah, lever. So the quiz section of this game pauses out. You can work on how much handle helps by measuring the quantity called I don't know, research answers. Let's do it again. Send control delete. Research answer. Whoa, very fast. You can work out how much the handle helps. I see. A measurement, of course. Oh, that's the wrong sound, by the way, if anyone was wondering. A moment, not a moment, measurement, a moment. It's a little sped up because the system I'm using is a little bit newer. Now, if I want to do bonus, I'd click here on this star mark, but I don't really need to. Spring next. How do you describe a spring that has been stretched beyond its elastic limit? So, we're going to skip here, and I'll come back when I'm ready for the game. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we have completed it. As you can see, we have our springs, our balloon, our targets, our faucet there, our gears up here, our mammoth diff here, and yeah, it's all ready. And you have to have at least, look here, one of each of these on the screen, or you can't complete the level. You're just playing for points.
Please wait. Your great work is being assembled.
You'll know that it's not complete if they give you a warning that you need everything. But let's get into the pinball game. Oh, it's pretty fast. Oh. I can't see anything. Oh, it's so fast. Oh, what's this? Use your cipher. Keeps on to cancel. To cancel sticky keys, cancel. Deactivate it. So you could say deactivate it is what I want to do.
Wait. Your great work is being assembled.
It would say, please wait. Remember, there's some components missing. You can't continue to the next stage. Oh, it's going very fast. That was very quick. Be like fast pinball. Oh.
On becoming a cultural ambassador, I was relieved when our balloon touched on a small desert island. Fortunately, we found the islanders to be very hospitable and eager to continue with my experiments. I set about collecting a variety of useful items from the wrecks around the shoreline. The islanders were soon involved in the construction of my second great work. I think they were grateful for the opportunity to expand their culture's own sporting horizons. However, a combination of the island's clear night skies and a supply of gunpowder inspired me to build one of my more ambitious creations, the rocket. Once again, the mammoth and I departed sooner than we had anticipated. This time it was due to an injudicious shot from an islander who was testing my second great work. I am still puzzled as to why I thought I could hear the sound of faint cheering as the rocket took off. However, to follow us on our flight of discovery, first fill the rocket with fuel, then light the fuse. Excellent work! You can now start rebuilding the island game. Click on the island blueprint in my inventor's bag to get going.
Alright, so island pinball.
Click on the loud...
A little bit different, but let's go to the component store. Sorry about the last one. It was going so fast I couldn't really concentrate. But all you need for that one is to wind up the balloon to heat it up, and then cut the rope by doing the same place. It's pretty simple to do. What is the distance between two areas of high pressure? That's how we call wavelengths? Ooh. As you can see, new mammoths. Sound waves are high and low. Great sound. Nope. Alright, sound waves are of high and low. So high and low pressure. Sound like is a type of what? Energy. I think we can start the
Please
game.
wait. Your great work is being assembled.
Cool, got everything. And welcome to the island. No music still. Oh, thanks, Barrett. Very helpful. So close that time. But I'll look delicious too with the matchstick. Okay, good. Explode it. Clear the way. I just need it up there and gas it up. One gas. Two gas, cool. Now I just need to set it off. Two bowls, that should be enough. I mean, really. Light it. Oh, send off that rocket.
On becoming a lunar explorer. The long flight aboard the rocket gave me plenty of time to record in detail the successes of my first two great works. However, despite this fascinating distraction, I couldn't fail to notice that the mammoth seemed relieved when our destination finally came into view. Seeing the moon rushing toward us at an alarming rate, I was forced to use the last of the fuel to try and avoid a crash landing. This worked, but left us spinning around the moon in a most curious manner. From this elevated position, we were able to observe the movements of a group of astronauts on the moon below us. It was with some amusement that we watched their antics, but this entertainment was not enough to stop me yearning to return to Earth. I managed to establish radio contact with the astronauts, and thus enlisted their help in the construction of what was to become my third great work. Well done! You can now place components on the moon blueprint. Just click on the blueprint in my... Click on the loudspeaker for help on how to use the blueprint and components.
Does any object that has mass enter the gravitational force? Yes. The greater the force of gravity, the more you will fall. Back to this one. More your way. What is something, what must something have if it is to create the gravitational force? Mass?
Please wait. Your great work is being assembled.
Alright, on to the last pinball mission. I don't remember what I have to do for this one. So, I think I need to get some sunlight by going that hole up there. I think this will help to do the bonus circuits. The strategy I'm going for is get it stuck up there. Because all my components are up there. As long as I keep the ball up there, I should be okay. Oh, is that light? Now I just need to blast the rocks. Not those rocks. Go out. I mean, it's extra points if I knock it down, but I don't want the points, I just want to progress. Choppy. Yeah, it's definitely the screen recorder that's using too much CPU energy, memory. Okay, now I just dig until it launches. Oh, did it.
Certificate of Honor, being official proof and recognition that the hereafter named person has evinced such a remarkable and practical knowledge of all matters relating to the physical laws of force and motion, combined with skillful manipulation of my inventions, so as to rescue the undersigned from a most uncomfortable predicament, earning them the exclusive right to bear the title of Force and Motion Expert.
Alright, and there you have it. This has been Pinball Science. So, let's talk a little bit about it. It's an educational game. It talks about science, and I play on easiest level, so maybe for those viewing it might have been pretty easy, but I had forgotten the majority of that. So it was like a fresh brush up actually on my science. But yeah, it's they have 3 modes of levels, which is good for people trying to get into some basics of science. So it has that, but it makes it in a fun way when you learn how to do pinball. It kind of forces you to like study up a little bit on science. Like my problem with the education part is they're very specific, because I wrote lubrication and they wanted lubricant, stuff like that. It's like, yeah, you're close enough, you got the right idea, give it a pass. But because it's all text-based and you have to type it, you have to do exact spelling. So you have to be good at spelling and that, which I'm not, and I don't think a lot of people these days are. People use autofill a lot, so I think that's a little bit of annoyance if you're playing this game. As far as fun, I have never liked pinball games very much. The only pinball game I liked was the 3D Pinball Space Cadet that came with your computer, and that's just a classic. Any other pinball games I've never been interested in. It's just like they said, it's flashier, everything else. The 3D pinball game was as far as I would go. So this one, yeah, it's interesting, it has little animations, fun, but the fact that you can't even see the flippers half the time is pretty annoying. I would like a little bit more zoomed out view, actually would have been nicer for the pinball. But as far as the game goes, let's see, is it worth playing? If you're tech savvy and you have kids that are really into science, yes. If you are none of the above, or not 100% of the above, like you have a kid that likes science but you're not tech savvy, I would say no, because it was very difficult to get this set up, and I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy, to get it set up. And then the rest of it is, it's very much a science game, so if you're not at least a little interested in science, you probably won't like it. And if you don't like pinball, then there's another thing you don't like. So I used to play this because it's educational, so we play the educational bit, but it got very tiring trying to figure out where to go and everything. I remember seeing my brothers complete it. I have never completed the moon part. I've completed the village and the island. But I remember when we got the certificate, we were like, what's next? But that's it. This is all there is to it. So yeah, it's just a simple pinball game. So I think it takes a remarkable amount of time. So I think it's okay for, I think it was okay for its time, but I think personally, in this day and age, there are plenty other sciencey games out there that you don't have to rely on this. I mean, if they made an updated version where, you know, it was easier to get up and play on the go, then yeah, I'd say it would be worth it. But since it's so troublesome to set up and it's a very niche category, I'd say no. But I want to show you this. There's not many videos out there of this game. I had a hard time trying to figure out about it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and see you in the next one.